AITA for telling my fiancé and his mother to get married since they're sexually attracted to each other? We've been together for 4 years, got engaged early this year. His mom lives in a different state from us, so I've only spoken to her through texts and occasional FaceTimes, and she seemed really nice. We plan to visit his parents this month and meet up with some mutual old friends that also live there. When we arrived, she hugged me but suddenly looked really shocked. She said I was a bit taller than she expected, which was fine because I get that a lot. I tend to look shorter in pictures for whatever reason, but then she goes ahead to say that my fiancé, let's call him Kevin, usually goes for smaller women. In quote, women more like her size. I was taken aback. I immediately got strange vibes from her, but tried to push it away. I just thought it was a generation thing. I know the older folks love pointing out weight/height on women. Mind you, I don't even think I'll be considered that tall. I'm 5 feet 6 inches, but she was clearly smaller than me by some inches. Anyways, we're unloading the snacks we brought onto the table when she asks me to help her tighten her dress. It was one of those dresses with crisscross fastens at the back. It was a bit of a struggle to tighten the strings, and she just started shouting. It must be the boobs. The dress hates them, but the men love them. When she didn't get a reaction, she asked Kevin, "Isn't that right? You?" Their last name. Men love a full rack. "Remember how excited you were with Lexi?" I couldn't even believe it. I am not big-chested in any way, and she just compared my boobs with his ex's? Kevin didn't even try to say anything to defend me. He just sat there. To make it even worse, she kept saying how I was the first dark-haired girl she's seen her son with. She's blonde. And kept talking about how men always go for women that look like their mothers the whole night. I told him how uncomfortable it made me feel, and he said I was overreacting and that she's kinda right. Kinda right? What do you mean kinda right? How am I meant to move on knowing I'm not even his type? And his mom clearly has a weird thing for her son. He's been acting like he doesn't notice what his mom is saying and how it's been affecting me. I'm very shocked. I don't think I've ever really been insecure about my features, but they're both just making me second-guess myself. She even showed me their picture albums to show me how cute Kevin was as a baby, but she just ended up showing me pictures of herself when she was younger and very delicate. She also showed me her labor pictures and when she was pregnant with Kevin, saying that all the nurses were shocked by how tiny she was while being fully pregnant. And she said it was a shame that that might end with her giving his big eye and Kevin were. I finally broke and told her and my fiancé that she could be the person to marry him since she's obsessed with him. I called one of our mutual and Ubered to their place. Now, few hours later, Kevin, some of our friends and his annoying mother keep calling and texting saying I overreacted and I was very rude. Kevin even sent a long text saying I always blow things out of proportion and she was just having some fun. She's been indirectly calling me a fat, gigantic and ugly creature, and the two men have just been giggling. But when I return the energy, I'm all of a sudden the bad guy. This isn't like him at all. I need advice, please. Has anyone experienced similar MIL hate or animosity? And do you think I overreacted? TL, DR, AITA for telling my mother-in-law that she could marry her son after she told me she's more of her son's type than me.